How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to episode 11 of the How's Your Touch podcast.
21.
I'm Lukey, here with Turv, yet again.
Hey, mate.
Stuck in ISO still. It has been far too long now.
I tell you what, obviously, it's a horrible situation and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone, but I'm having fun in this isolation.
Yeah,
There's a lot
right.
of good, positive things to come from it, and
Yeah.
especially talking to Mrs. Mourinho about all the futsal stuff, and that's definitely keeping me motivated.
To be fair, for the fact that there's no futsal being played, there's a lot of futsal going on.
Oh my gosh, Saturday night is my favourite night of the week, when I
Bro,
just
we,
get to count everyone's scores.
We're doing bits.
Bro. Doing bits,
We're
bro.
doing bits, bro.
But it's good. I'm enjoying myself already tonight. I'm just sat here, and this is the first real time I've been able to sit back in this chair.
Yeah.
I think since I've bought it.
Yeah.
So, because obviously we've been working from home the whole time. And,
Yeah.
you know, straight backs and desks and whatnot. But now I'm just lying back, watching you have a chat.
That's it.
Great times.
Living the good life.
Living the good life indeed.
It's a pretty late recording session tonight.
Yeah.
10:15 on a Saturday evening.
We've just been counting futsal scores, man.
Yeah, true.
That's what's been happening, you know. So there's so many videos that we have to count on a Saturday night after 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we had an extreme late submission this week from Nadia. Getting a video in at
6:59. Cut up. Deadline is 7 p.m. every Saturday.
That's uni levels of commitment.
Yeah,
I am impressed. I am impressed indeed.
Right, I used to do my uni assignments on the train on the way in.
Yeah.
I used to
That's not what you should do, kids. But
I used to do it. Had like Google Docs on my phone, and I used to type it on my phone, so I didn't have to pull my laptop out and everything.
That's
I
impressive.
used to sit there and just type up.
That is. I don't know whether that's.
Type up essays on my phone, bro.
I don't know whether that's procrastination or like just genius, pure utter genius.
The latter, definitely the latter, pure utter genius.
Of course, you'd say that.
But no, you've had a futsal field day.
Yeah.
Had our regular Zoom session.
Yeah, so we killed it with the Zoom this morning.
Saturday morning, every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Tune in if you guys haven't already.
It's been real fun.
Good bit of fun.
Yeah, I'm having heaps of fun doing those, and hopefully all you guys are having fun too. And I know, speaking from some of the parents' points of view, they're just watching their kids have a bag of fun in the mornings.
Yeah.
Only half an hour or so, because that's all Zoom allows us to do. But yeah, it's been good, and there's even talks of Mr. Mourinho performing a little Strikers Exquisite session.
Ooh.
And by exquisite, I mean it's going to be just for the little 3, 4, 5-year-olds.
Yeah, no, that'll be good.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
The more the merrier, I suppose.
And also, kind of, going to be funny if Steve injures himself again.
Yeah.
Which has been a hot topic of debate this week. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but then you went on after the Zoom session to coach all day in our new one-to-one sessions.
I forgot about that. Yeah, so we should introduce it first. So we're going to start doing one-on-one sessions.
Yeah.
So the government restrictions allow training sessions of no more than 2 people. So hence the one-on-one, a coach and a player. So yeah, basically we're going to whack it out a few this week even.
Yeah. I'll start offering them throughout the week. I think Ted will be doing them on the weekends or whenever.
Yeah, I'll be sticking to the weekends. So
whenever we can. And look, if it's something that we got to keep doing on weekends, even after ISO finishes, if kids want a bit of extra training, and like I'm happy to keep doing it. It'll be good. I'm sure it'll be good fun for them.
Me too.
Bit of one-on-one time with the coach.
Oh man, so I tried to teach Arabella how to do like a next door, but not the full, throw it up and catch it.
Yeah.
Just the balance.
Yeah.
And then I sent her home. She kind of, I don't know, she was a bit maybe lacking energy kind of in the session towards the end of it. And then she went home and there's like, I think a 20-second video of her
I saw that. The one Nate sent in.
She's killed it. On same day.
Can I just say there, I taught you how to do the next door.
No, Maddie Campbell taught me how to do the next door.
No. How dare you? I taught you how to do the next door.
Luke's waving his finger aggressively at me, and now I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, but I mean, look, pass on the gifts that I give to you. That's fine.
No worries,
I'm a man of the people, bro.
I would say I taught you how to volley, but you can't volley.
I'm still trying to learn. I'm still waiting for you to teach me properly.
That's fine, bro. No worries. Some things can't be taught.
Everything you tell me is keep your legs straight and follow through. And I do that, and it's still just...
Cannons off in the other direction. Have you ever looked at your standing foot when you do that?
Yeah, points in the wrong direction.
No, bro, there's one where, cooler cup, you're literally in the air. Like, no wonder it goes everywhere.
Oh, yeah, that was for the camera, though. That was for the camera. I got a good photo of that, though.
Scenes, bro.
It's terrific. I'm mid-air, mid-volley. Good bit of fun.
It's been good.
Hmm.
That was a great little roundup, man.
Yeah, just a nice. It's like a big sigh. It's been a big week though.
It has been a big week. And you know what? It's not done yet because tomorrow morning I'm going up to Hillsville at 8 a.m. to go and set up everything so that we have our one-on-ones up there all day. So
Yeah, right.
that's going to be good fun too.
Mm.
And you know what? The more sessions that I do, the more I just can't wait to see some of the Eastern Rangers teams in action, man. And just get back into normal things like Friday nights, like seeing all the kids play and scoring some good goals and just the kind of natural banter that occurs.
Yeah.
It's been good fun, man.
Yeah, it'll be grouse. It'll be grouse.
Well, yeah, it will be good fun again.
Yeah.
We rise from the ashes like the phoenix in Harry Potter.
Well, actually, I was on a video call with mum tonight. And I mean, I haven't really been looking at the news that closely recently, but apparently they're thinking sport at least is going to be coming back sooner rather than later. So
yeah,
it's looking up. Everyone's saying something like June, July-ish.
Yeah, cool. That was my early doors bet. I think I had money on that 10-1.
So I mean, like it's still a month and a bit away. So I mean, fingers crossed it is. We can all get back into a bit of normality again.
And
but
the beauty of futsal is that it never stops.
Yeah, but also I'm kind of on the sidelines about like fingers crossed it also doesn't, because I'm enjoying what we're doing so much at the moment, like the online engagement we're getting and like being able to have this widespread community all being on a central hub now.
Coming together.
Yeah, it's good. Whereas like
heaps of people are making friends as well, even through the isolation and stuff. I've heard a few stories of kids kind of like just finding each other on PlayStation and stuff and having a chat.
Yeah, literally.
With those other games, and they realise, oh, you go to the same school as me. Oh, wicked. You know, we'll do our classes online together or whatever it may be.
Yeah, and like it's all happening now. So yeah, like I'll be glad if it comes back, but also I won't be upset if it doesn't for a couple more months or like whatever. Just because I'm really enjoying what's happening currently.
Both of us have said in the space of 10 minutes that we're actually enjoying isolation.
Yeah, it's it's cool.
Positives to come out of it.
That's it.
Mind you, we don't have kids to look after, so
yeah, no, we don't have to deal with homeschooling our children.
Nah, well, I homeschool you sometimes, but that's about it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna run a cooking class, I reckon. That's gonna be the next thing.
Oh, bro, I'm down. I love cooking.
By cooking class, I mean I'm just gonna sit and video Luke cooking. And
yeah,
that'd be
you
fun.
can just eat it.
Yeah,
you can.
I mean,
give us your best Matt Preston impersonation.
No worries.
Put on a cravat and just shovel some food in your mouth.
A bandana and some sunnies instead.
Guy Fieri, bro. Flames t-shirt and dye your hair blonde.
A water pistol strapped to my belt.
Bro.
Oh, bro. Just video ideas.
Oh
That's
my
what
god.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, literally. We gotta pick a costume for the next Power Rankings video.
Oh, true.
We suited up for the first one.
True. Oh, I don't mind going to the suit.
Yeah, I don't
reckon
mind.
we just change colour.
Yeah, we'll go find something we both have in common again.
Nice. I reckon we. Oh no! I was gonna have a terrible suggestion. I'm glad I didn't say it out loud. That's that's rough air.
Yeah, like that's really all that's been happening with us. It's just
chugging along,
working futsal and work.
I'm yet to see anyone that I know on Uber Eats. So if you guys live around the eastern area, kind of end of the train line, and you guys get an Uber Eats delivery, it might be me dropping it off to your door.
Ooh.
But I'm looking forward to the day that I just steal Harley Ward's chips and run.
I was actually I was at Woolies this evening and ran into Jason Ellis.
Oh, nice.
At the checkout. And he said that the girls' videos are only coming in, and
yeah, cool.
Had a chat to him about the one-on-one sessions, and he says they're all doing well, and so it's funny. Like that's the first futsal-related person I've seen since it all happened, and like it's been normally like Rose always says, my partner always says, every single time we go anywhere, I always see someone from futsal. And she's like, you can't go anywhere you don't know. So like we were in Queensland on a holiday, and I saw someone I knew from futsal.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but
I can't remember who it was.
But
it didn't happen then, did it?
But no, literally, like everywhere we go, I see there's always someone that you know, and yeah, like it's been weird not having seen anyone. I mean, not going out at all, but not having seen anyone, and that was the first person I've seen in. How long have we been in ISO now?
I tell you what, we've been pretty good with ISO too.
A month and a half, 2 months.
We haven't really left home unless it's for like myself doing Uber Eats.
Yeah, the essentials.
Yeah, so we killed it.
Yeah, we've been locked down.
Locked down, locked in.
That's it, locked in. I mean, hey, all we need really is just a PlayStation, and some refreshments,
and some work to do during the day to get us through.
And some refreshments, and we're good. And we're good to go during lockdown.
It's been good, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it has. I reckon my personal futsal skill has increased heaps in the last 3 weeks.
Because we've been training.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But when do you have time?
As opposed to when we just coach the kids and we just tell them how to train.
Yeah,
it's good though.
It's weird though, because it's stuff that I wouldn't have time for normally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be so my weeks are so full, my evenings of futsal already.
Yeah.
I don't have time to actually do the stuff that I'm trying to get the kids to do.
Yeah.
So it's really weird to kind of have time to sit down and learn it. But I have a new appreciation for training, and that's made me just do stuff even harder now. Like Harley, I'm like, you got to do 15 now, bro, not 10.
No, it's like I hurt my back a little bit last weekend doing the Saturday morning session.
And it was not carrying the team, I tell you.
No, doing the Saturday morning session. So like I haven't been able to really do anything much, like kicking a ball this week. But yeah, like you and me have been playing some games and practicing our touch and kicking the ball on the roof a bit.
Trying to nutmeg each other every day.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
No.
Just backed onto the whole Mrs. Mourinho Uno situation.
Hey, it's practice rounds.
Yeah, they're all practice rounds. It doesn't actually count. None of them. But yeah, like we've definitely at least kept our abilities up during the time.
Oh, mine have certainly improved.
Which I mean, like you can't say for everyone because there's obviously people who really aren't doing much now.
Yeah, through choice or necessity, you know.
Yeah, like because some people just obviously don't have the room to do it, or
some families are working still like
Yeah.
full time and still homeschooling and whatever. So different situations.
Actually, no, that brings me on to when I was talking to Jason, because obviously he's got
You mean Mr. Ellis?
Yeah, so Mr. Ellis, because obviously he's got his two daughters and Connor as well. And apparently he was giving Connor a bit of stick, saying that the girls are better than him now because they've been training and he hasn't been.
Yeah, wicked.
And apparently he was getting all upset, saying, "No, it doesn't count because like I haven't done it." And he's like, well, at one point David Beckham was this world class player, but now you can't say he's still the best player because he hasn't done it for a while. There's a lot of people that are better than him now. It's like, yeah, but like I haven't done it, so you can't compare me. And he's just giving him some stick.
I love that.
It was funny. Like,
I actually have a great story. So Will Peanut.
Yeah.
Had a bit of, he was struggling a bit with the motivation, whatever, adjusting to the kind of life at the minute, and he wasn't really kind of being where he should be at pro scheme, really, where we kind of expect him to be pushing himself.
Yeah.
So he had a bad couple of days, and then he saw all the videos that all the kids had been posting, in particular some of his mates from school and whatever, and then instantly he was out and doing it and smashing out his personal best and stuff. He had a really good couple of days. So it just shows, like, a bit of motivation here and there. Just have a look online at some of your mates that are doing it, and they go from there, and it really skyrockets. And Belle was the same. Will beat her in one of the base moves, and then instantly the next day I had 2 videos of Belle doing it.
Sibling rivalry is where it is.
I think it's the greatest thing in the whole wide world.
Honestly, like if me and my brother were 5 years apart, he's older, but I remember that the second that I started being better than him at certain things, I just didn't let him forget about it. Like, because obviously he's older than me, he's always better than me at pretty much everything. And then the day I got better at him at like Call of Duty or whatever, and I started smashing him and his mate, and like they used to play like 2 against 1, and I used to demolish him, and then I just never let him forget it.
Lukey's head and grin has never been this big before.
Right. Nah, literally. But
speaking as the older sibling, I can relate very much. So
as soon as your younger sibling is better than you.
No, it's not happened yet.
Really?
Yeah. Nah,
really?
At some things, but meaningless things.
Yeah, meaningless things. Nah, but yeah, me and my brother were very competitive at certain things. Yeah, and it's always the best. Just battling with your sibling over something. Especially like
good fun.
Especially like the example you gave with Belle and Will, because they're like fairly close in age.
Yeah.
As well. And like obviously Belle's better at certain things, Will's better at certain things. And they can just bounce off each other and feed off each other. Although pro scheme is a very individual thing, and you're aiming to beat your own personal best every time.
Well, the way we're doing it adds a bit of competition between kids you already know.
It's a bit of healthy competition
between teammates and siblings, really. Like
literally, and I suppose that also segues us a bit into the power rankings and how that works. And they actually have a physical number to put against it now.
Yeah, well, it's always been hard to kind of quantify how good you are at futsal. Like, it's just a ridiculous concept.
Not even how good you are, just sort of how what's the word?
How your progress is gone.
Like, yeah, how competent you are at certain things. I suppose competence is a better word than good and bad and talent in this sense, because it shows how competent you are with your feet and doing certain skills and that sort of stuff. And I suppose it's a bit of healthy competition between siblings and between friends is good for this. Like, it really drives everyone.
It's been driving us.
Sort of, yeah.
We learned firsthand. I was 100%. Furious. The first 5 weeks, I'm not ashamed to admit, the first 5 power rankings, Lukey beat me. So I've actually
bit of unreleased data here, but I actually topped the ranks. I was number 1, not young Mourinho.
That is true, but I would say that out of the 10 base moves, it was 6-4 to me, and 3 of the ones that you beat me in were in this first 5 moves.
Hey,
so.
I mean, a win's a win. I'm going to chalk it up on the board.
Chalk it up on the board, but just have a look at that. Just have a look at that for me, for everyone that can't see. I'm just pointing to what's behind me, Luke. Huh?
Hey, what do you mean, bro?
There's this big green T-shirt. Is it green? A big green T-shirt that's
green.
been framed. It says CCC on it. Just remind me where that's from.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, okay. Well, it's the Lily Lemons top, and that's a Cooler Cup top.
Yeah, yet again.
Just want to know.
Yet again, Turble running his mouth about the Cooler Cup.
How many times have you played Cooler Cup?
Bro, honestly.
How many times?
I don't want to talk about it.
Cooler Cup?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't know how many times we bring this up on this podcast, but I don't want to talk about it.
You're talking about a win, and I'm just pointing out one of my wins.
Wins, yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
So no worries. It's all relevant.
That's a good bit of content for the Instagram page right there. You and me arguing.
It's not arguing. It's just friendly debate.
Friendly banter.
Friendly banter indeed. But yeah, not ashamed. Lukey beat me in the first 5 power rankings.
It was close. It was close though. I was 273 points. I think Mads was 271. I think I was 2 points clear of her.
I had it up right here. Give me 2 seconds and I'll be able to check.
Oh, 1 point clear, sorry.
No, that is the wrong thing.
You just hid instead of unhid.
Yeah, well.
Look, can I just say, looking at this spreadsheet right now, it is close, man.
Oh, can we?
The rankings are
as soon as I figure
close.
out how to do this. Where's the unhide button? I'll just undo.
It's
technological problems here.
Looking at it, it's like for the difference in age and abilities that we have in the Eastern Ranges. Like, what's our youngest player? 7, 6,
7? No, 7. I think
7. Yeah, and our oldest player being 14, 15.
15. I'd say.
Yeah, under 15s. So there's a pretty big range.
8 years, bro.
Yeah, 7, 8 years in between it.
Double the age that they are.
And it's close. Like this, because if you guys aren't quite familiar, the way that the power rankings work is because all the pro scheme moves, how many you can do in 30 seconds. So every time you do one, you get one of what we're calling a skill point. So every time you do one toe tap, you get 1 skill point. And we're adding up all your side sprints, toe taps, all your base moves, and it's giving you a total skill points for that week.
Mm-hmm. I'm nodding along here.
Yeah, and it's so close, like the actual points.
We'll just go through them. So Lukey topped it on 372.
Yeah.
And then Mads, who was the first, rank 1 out of all the Eastern Rangers players, she was 371.
Yeah, so I was 1 point clear of Maddie.
Yeah, so I reckon Mads is gonna jump in front
Top
of you
me
this week probably. And then
Yeah.
I'm down in third on 353. And then Daniel Fowler has probably beaten me this week because he was 346 last week. So
yeah,
add the move. He smashed level 6, I think, on one of his moves.
Yeah.
So he's going to be up there too. So this is all just so tight. And that's just the top, you know. And then we drop below to 4th, 5th, and 6th, and they're separated by 15 points.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. Like 15 points is literally.
Yeah, no.
You guys have now seen. At the time of recording, you guys would have seen 9 of the base moves. If you literally beat your score by 2 in every single base move, that moves you up the ladder by like potentially 4, 5, 6, 7 positions, depends on where you are already. And my favorite kind of statistic that I can give you guys is there are 4 players that are 1 point away from each other, and that happens on 2 occasions. So 293 and 292, they're 4 players separated by a point. And 304 and 303, they're 4 players, again, separated by a point. So, and then down the ladder, it just happens again. 283 to 281, down here, 279. So everyone's working really hard, and it's so close. It honestly can go anyway.
Yeah.
And also, another thing that kind of factors into the team rankings, not so much the individual one, but the team rankings is, if you have one player that maybe forgets to do a move or can't quite, reach the consistent level across all of them, then that affects your team score. And the team score is going to be super close again this week. And I think we're going to have a new leader, personally.
Yeah?
I'm yet to do the scores. I'm going to do them after we do the pod. But I think we're gonna have a new team leader again.
It'll be really interesting to see who's developed in the space of a week of us doing it from, you know.
And that's another thing. Like with the pro scheme, the online website allows you guys to see your progress between pretty much week to week. Every time that we put the scores in, which is weekly at the minute.
Yeah.
So you guys will literally be able to see what you got week 1, what you got week 2, what you got week 3, and hopefully in a month or 2 months' time, we'll do a little video showcasing who's actually improved the most. Because then we have a chance to say most improved is this person. Statistically, they improved their scores the most from week 1 to week now.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm looking forward to that too, and that's a good little tool to have in our locker for everyone, for a coach, for a player, and for a parent.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys, you know, all the kids that are listening, have sort of progress charts at school, like star charts, or even, you know, multiplication tables are a form of progress. You know.
Yeah. Even like the term report, like we can sort of punch out something similar to that for this. Like you can put out and you can say, you know, this term or this futsal season or whatever, you got a A+ for your dribbling ability, or like we can. It's like that's the sort of stuff
that we're going to work on.
Yeah, that's the sort of stuff that this can allow us to do, and that can allow the kids to aim for.
And already today, I had that discussion with Lockie.
Yeah,
because Lockie's doing really well in his base moves. He's level 4 minimum, level 5, 6, which is really good for how young he is.
Yeah.
But then I said, look at your dribbling, like we did, because he's had a few one-on-one sessions now. Today was the second one, and I went through the dribbling tests.
Yeah.
And his dribbling tests were not as high as his base moves. And I go, look. This is awesome.
Yeah,
this shows what you have to work on.
Yeah,
now.
you got fast feet, but implement it.
Yeah,
which is
perfect.
That's why the protein's so good, man. That's why I love it, because it gives you building blocks.
I just can't wait to go to the World Cup.
Oh yeah, literally, yeah.
Not personally, but
yeah. Can also, Turbs and I just called you Turbs with the B. Turbs. Turv and I, we got dibs on those tickets. If you get level 7, you get 2 tickets. One for me, one for Turv.
Yeah, good luck.
That's our grassroots fee, bro.
Bro.
All right, fist bump.
Yep.
So, Mourinho, if little Mourinho gets level 7, shotgun.
Yeah, Steve, you can wait for your youngest to complete level 7. But
yeah, Jude will get there. Jude will break the record for the youngest level 7 ever. But we get the first set of World Cup tickets.
Done.
It's a deal. It's written down. I've got it in writing in front of me now, Steve. You can't back out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, signed.
Signed in blood.
Yes. Signed, and verbal. It's legal. All right.
Binding in the state of Victoria. Amazing work. We've secured our future.
Oh, 100%. Well, we've at least secured us tickets to the World Cup.
Yeah, true. Hey, you seen the Women's World Cup's going to come to Australia?
Really?
I think 2023. Yeah. Awesome. I'm not sure if they were bidding for it or not, but that's something that I'm super excited for.
Yeah, that'd be good. Do it in mid pod research.
Yeah, bro,
pull it up.
Pod research.
Pull it up.
Keyboard's too far away from me. All right, hang on. I'm always I've been an avid football fan, so I'm always up to date with certainly the Men's World Cup and who bids for it and where it's going to go.
Yeah.
There's always these awesome stories of like people, like fans and stuff coming to games, and like there was heaps of good Brazil ones where like German people would come and like they got the night that Germany smashed Brazil
7-1.
Yeah, an iconic football night. Like, I was there watching that game, not live, but live from TV.
Yeah.
And there was heaps of stories afterwards of all the German people getting kicked out of hotels and stuff, and the Brazil fans like took them in. And there was just a great photo of there was like a selfie of a Brazilian family and a German family just playing Monopoly, and I was like, "This is amazing. This is like
football brings people together.
Football's absolute brilliance,
honestly."
And there's a fly in the recording studio right now, and
don't call Rose a fly.
It's not Rose.
She's got
it's
a
an
name.
Actual fly, bro.
I know. Yeah,
it's really annoying.
Oh, it's in the computer screen. That's all right. We'll ignore it for now.
No, I won't. It's gonna go on my beer, bro.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's see. 2019 tournament was in France.
Mm-hmm. 2023.
No, sorry. The 2019 tournament in France.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the next one.
2023 is, drum roll, please.
2023 World Cup. Including that of the host nation. It's going to be expanded to 32 teams instead of 24.
Ooh, Australia, New Zealand.
So Australia and New Zealand have a joint bid. Also Brazil, but I think they can't have it because they were in the last 2 rotations of the World Cup. Now I don't know if that applies to women's as well as the men's World Cup. So that might not be true. then Colombia and Japan. But I tell you what, if we get Japan or Australia, I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. Be cool, especially New Zealand. You cannot stop raving about going to New Zealand.
Oh, bro, it's the best place I've ever been.
I know. The amount of times that Turv said, "Luke, there's flights to Queenstown that are real cheap. We're going for our birthdays. I'm going to book it now." If I had $1 for every time,
We'd have flights to Queenstown.
yeah, we'd have flights to Queenstown.
Oh, why are you fighting me back on this?
I'm not.
You don't really understand.
Yeah.
The beauty of it.
Alright, whatever.
Anyway.
It's just little again tangents.
That's all we're doing. That's what it's about.
That's what people want to listen to, honestly. Like futsal content, yeah, sure. Luke and Turv just rambling on for 15 minutes at a time.
Hey, I had an update from the Arabella Poppy fight.
Oh yeah.
So I have a word to the wise. I have
Sure.
inside information here from Nate himself. He said that Arabella has the endurance, but Poppy's a dirty fighter. Poppy's
I
got
can
lead in
see
her
it.
gloves, bro.
I can see it.
Kung fu kicks involved too, like
Yeah, biting.
ooh,
The old
Suarez.
Mike Tyson tactics. Go for their ears.
I don't know if she'd fight a tiger, but you know,
Huh?
close enough.
You can fight a tiger. Mike Tyson
Yeah,
beat a dude
let's-
zero,
Let's
bro.
fight her sister first.
Uh,
Oh, I can't wait for this. We want video proof when this happens, Nate. And I tell you what, we'll make a market for it.
oh yeah, 100%. I'll do a whole bunch of graphics before the fight.
That'll be a Melbourne Futsal Club post this week.
Oh
Watch
yeah,
out.
100%. Yeah, it'll be. I need a picture of Bella with her gloves up and a picture of Poppy with her gloves up, and I'll do the rest of it. All right, Nate. If you can send me those two images on a nice clear background, white, green, whatever, just plain color, I'll make something.
Amazing.
It'll look good as well.
We're starting a revolution here.
100%.
I can't wait.
Setting up child fights, like
Revolution, bro. Hey, it's Fight Club though. First rule of Fight Club.
yeah. Do not talk about Fight Club. Bro, what are we even doing?
I would like to say this is isolation driving us crazy, but it's just not.
It's not.
It's just
The
us.
podcast hasn't changed since being in isolation or out of isolation.
Except that there's now 11 weeks of it instead of 3.
I can't believe we've got 11 episodes
I
so
know.
far.
I know, but hey, I reckon we should get a guest on next episode. Rack your brains. Who do you reckon?
Yeah, well, someone can call in because obviously we respect social distancing.
I'm 1.5 meters away from you right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
I'm up for it.
Yeah, me too.
We'll get a little interview.
It's gonna be someone interesting though. No one wants to listen to boring people ramble on.
Yeah,
Apart
Mr.
from you and
Maria.
me.
I mean, our dusty tones are enough for a few episodes at a time, you know. But we'll switch it up every now and then. Had a curveball.
It'll be great.
That'd be pretty good.
It'll be great. Yeah, sweet. I'm keen. We'll get a guest on. Have some laughs. Have a good
I
time.
thought you said have some lunch, and I was like, bro, it's like 11. What do you mean?
Oh, we can have some lunch tomorrow if you want. No, you're out all day.
Nah, I'm out all day. Yeah.
What am I? Actually, no. Tomorrow I do have to swing around to my parents at one point because my brother has finished that table, fixed up the
The
table.
dining room.
So we're actually gonna have a dining table
Oh
now.
wow, it's now April, nearly
Yeah, I know.
May.
We've been in here since the end of December. It's now May, and we finally have a dining room table.
Nice. So that's gonna impact our Zoom sessions in the morning.
Nah, we can just move it. That's fine.
The Zoom session or the dining room table.
The dining room table.
Yeah, that's right.
Zoom
takes priority.
Yeah, obviously. Who wants to eat? Who wants to eat anywhere other than the couch?
Bro, we don't even eat on the couch.
Silly people. No, me and Rosie on the couch. We had dinner on
I don't
coffee-
really eat dinner
on a coffee table.
To be fair, my version of dinner is just
Pop it up.
whatever I find in the fridge.
So we had homemade pizzas tonight.
Oh,
It was good.
nice.
On pita bread as bases.
What's actually from update from our
yeah.
cooking? You know, what have you been cooking recently? Because I remember we did a pod a couple of episodes ago where we were talking about our
What have I
favourite
been
things to
cooking
do.
recently? What did I cook? Actually, last night was pretty sick. I just had like a chicken schnitzel wrap.
Standard.
Bit
Oh
of-
yeah, that quick dinner here.
It was good though.
Yeah.
It was good. It was like pita bread, so it was like a kebab kind of thing instead. It was chicken schnitty. I sort of did a bit of a Parma-ish style. Like I sliced up some ham as well.
Nice.
Some ham and it had some marinara sauce in the actual bread. Some cheese, some lettuce, some chili sauce. It was good, man. It's pronounced a chicken schnitzel kebab.
Nice.
It was good. And then tonight I had homemade pizzas.
That's not bad, man.
Rose has been cooking up a storm. She made roast beef the other night.
Oh yeah.
That was nice.
You know what I'm gonna say though. What's my favorite meal that Rose? Not really a meal, but what's my favorite thing that Rose prepares?
Cookies, brownies.
Cookies.
Well, actually, yeah, she made Anzac biscuits today.
Did she?
Yeah, you haven't had any. They're in the
Nah,
container.
my sister made some as well, but I
They're-
haven't had a chance.
They're in the
to
container
try them.
on top of the microwave.
I'm gonna steal
Go get some after this. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're good.
sweet.
But yeah, Anzac Day today, actually.
Mm.
Um,
Did we do anything?
nah,
I unfortunately I didn't wake up early.
nah, neither. But that's something I'm not sure my family did. My family usually go to the dawn service. Most years, and I know a lot of people this year were standing in their driveways.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
At dawn, paying their respects because obviously it's a pretty big day in Australian history.
Mm-hmm.
Our respects go out to everyone who's served and is serving currently. Just thank you guys for everything you do, and if you have family members or anyone who's involved in that sort of stuff, all respect to you guys. It's a big thing that you do, and stays like today that we get to celebrate and honour you guys. So happy Anzac Day, everyone.
Happy Anzac Day indeed.
Yeah, but no, what else has been going on? What else have you been doing?
Well, my the lady at the deli in Woolies just hates me.
Why? Oh, because you get your prosciutto.
Yeah, so you mentioned ham, bro, but I've been going ham on the ham.
On the prosciutto, bro.
Prosciutto, boy.
Prosciutto.
But yeah, that's my favourite thing to do now. I go to Woolies and just get some sliced ham.
Got it. Yeah, but he goes to Woolies and how they have pre-packaged prosciutto and salami and whatnot. He goes and gets his freshly sliced. So he's paying $47 a kilo or whatever prosciutto is at the moment.
Yeah, because I bought a kilo of prosciutto home.
No,
what
but
do you mean?
But I was with him.
I actually walked in and it was exercise for the day, bro.
Oh, bro, no, I was with him a couple weeks ago now, and he went up and goes, "Yeah, can I just get?" I don't even think he said 400 grams or 300 grams or something of prosciutto, but prosciutto sliced paper thin. So this poor lady was at the slice machine for a solid 5 minutes, just going.
But I didn't ask for it to be thin. I just asked for 400 grams or whatever it was.
Oh, bro.
That was before Easter too, so it wasn't like I ate it all myself.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just... and then, obviously, you've been doing it again, because you've been all over the prosciutto.
But lower amounts.
Yeah, sure. 250 grams instead.
But actually, but you know what? I don't care. Prosciutto's tasty,
it's
bro.
good. It's so good. It is so good.
And I've had my fruit. Mum bought me some fruit. So,
yeah, I had some of the raspberries.
I've been smashing that
very
out.
nice.
Yeah, in the morning. Oh, you had some?
Yeah,
they're
good, real good.
I think Mum probably picked them herself, to be honest.
Nice. Picked fruit. Way to go. But no, I actually
That's this week's pantry update.
Yeah, today in the pantry we have.
Actually, I tell you what, so my favorite ice cream in the world, yeah? Haagen-Dazs. The best ice cream in the world.
Yeah, salted caramel as well.
Yeah, cool.
Has to be. Yeah.
Cool. So, I have got the Mourinho's hooked on Haagen-Dazs ice cream now.
Ooh.
And I think, rumour has it, now I'm yet to confirm this story, but I'm pretty sure that Mourinho went to Coles specifically to get Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
It's not bad.
So I'm keen if that is the case, and I will definitely be taking the credit.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it's good, but I've actually got Ben & Jerry's in the fridge now. Freezer.
Ooh. I might have to steal a spoonful.
No.
I mean, you're out all day tomorrow. You are no.
I'm taking the ice cream with me.
Just in your car all day.
Yeah.
Have
bro.
Have a milkshake for afterwards. Right on the melt it.
Nice.
But I got a new game the other day.
Oh, this has been sensational.
It's called what is it? Stranded Deep or Deep Stranded Deep. Stranded Deep.
So one of the perks of being right next to Luke all day is he can't get away from me. So I get to look at him playing.
Do
all
not
the new
remind
games.
me.
Hey.
Yeah, so he gets to watch me playing games, and this new game I got's real cool. It's like a survival game, and you play the character of some dude who's been in a plane crash in the ocean, and then you're stranded on a desert island, and basically just gotta survive and forage your way through and collect coconuts and build a house and
not get eaten by sharks.
Yeah, go fishing, don't get eaten by sharks, and it's real cool and it looks really nice. Like the graphics are incredible.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Like you're sitting on the beach and it's
impressed.
it's like 5 o'clock at night, sun's setting, and you're sitting there sipping on coconut water. It's like
you love the time.
Living the dream, bro.
The time
thing's so the way it works. I don't know if you guys are into video games at all, but
you're about to be.
You're listening to me now.
Yeah.
So the way the time in the game works is if you're moving around and actually being active in the game, every second of real time is a minute in game time. But if you stop moving in the game, it comes a real time. So every second in real time is a second in the game. So it sort of forces you to keep playing and keep doing things, which I think is really cool. Because like other games, you can sort of like abuse it a little bit just by sitting in the same spot and letting everything around you sort of generate. Whereas in this game, if you do it, you get punished for it because it doesn't do anything.
Well, technically, you can still do it. You just have to leave it on for 4 days.
Yeah, literally. I mean, because you've got to like grow plants and stuff, but they take like 48 hours, like game time. which if you're playing normally, it's what?
Oh, like 3 hours in real life.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a pretty extensive game. But if you just want to sit still and let your plants grow, you're gonna wait for 2 days.
It did remind me of Lost, I'll be honest. And
that's such a good TV show.
I'm yet to finish it, man. It was on Netflix and it got taken off just as I was on the last season, and I haven't had the courage to watch it.
I think I've got it on my laptop.
Ooh,
if I have it, you can watch
tasty.
it. Yeah.
I'm also I'm gonna add it to my list because I have to watch the Mighty Ducks 1, 2, and 3 or whatever it is.
Nah, so it's Champions is the first one.
Yep.
And then it goes Mighty Ducks.
Hang on, let me just take notes.
D1, D2, D3. Actually, D2 and D3. Yeah, because I think Champions is the first one. But
never seen it.
Great movies. Actually, we're up to season 8 of The Walking Dead now.
You're on season 2, 3 days ago.
We've been burning through it, Rose and I.
Fair enough.
If you guys have ever seen Walking Dead, it's fantastic. Season 7's a emotional trip and a half.
Every season 7 is.
Yeah, but oh no, what else have you been watching? Have you been starting any new TV shows? Watching anything old?
Not really. I've been recommended stuff by a few people.
Yeah.
This is Mourinho top of that list.
But what do you recommend? What should you watch?
Mighty Ducks.
Oh, movies. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
but TV shows now, man. It's weird because I know I have heaps of time, but I don't really have heaps of time.
Yeah, we we have a lot of spare time. We don't have a lot of free time. We've got a lot of we have a lot of in between time, where it's like we've got 10 minutes here and 10 minutes here and 5 minutes here. It's
but
not.
You can't watch movies.
Yeah,
it's
it's not enough
time.
to sit down and watch something.
Yeah, so
but it's also
it's been weird, like because it is still a whole like we work in the morning till normal
till
evening
late
office time, and then like I go out and
Futsal.
Yeah,
you go Uber eating and I
reading.
Uber eating.
Oh right, reading. I mean,
no,
I
you
read.
don't read.
No, well you can't read.
I can read, just over like a year 6 level. All right, leave me alone.
Look at us complaining that we have stuff to do.
Yeah, honestly.
After talking about a video game for 20 minutes.
Look, video games are fantastic. That's
they are.
I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty as well. Getting back into it. You and me have been playing 2K basketball, NBA
against Kwame.
Ter's been getting into the basketball, which I'm very happy about because basketball is one of the best sports and one of my favourite sports.
Yeah, I have 2 teachers in NBA.
Yeah,
one's Luke and one's Kwame.
Yeah, he's slowly learning.
What's my label that you've given me?
The luckiest player in 2K history.
Luck just means skill, and we all know.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys know basketball or anything, but obviously there's a thing called playing zone, which when you...
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, Turf doesn't know what it means, but anyone who plays basketball knows playing zone is when you lose the ball, you drop back into your
half?
Not even half, inside your 3-point line, and you start playing like zone defense.
Oh, right.
Whereas Turf just plays full press the entire game, and he's just lucky. He gets the luckiest interceptions and the luckiest steals.
So it's lucky if I do it once, but I've done this over and over and over again.
Still luck.
Over and over again. That is the literal definition of mastering something, is doing it over and over again consistently.
But then you complain every time I say.
I always complain.
Every time I say that you know how to do it, and you go, "No, bro, I'm just lucky. I don't know."
No. There's definitely a luck factor.
Yeah,
but
so
that
it's luck.
I try and do that.
It's luck. It's luck.
Yeah, whatevs. Can't have it both ways, I suppose.
Nah. But no, it's been good. You've been getting into it. You've been watching a lot of basketball highlights.
Yeah, well, in the 5 and 10 minutes in between time, when you're like, what do
perfect.
I do now? Like, just chuck on NBA highlights from 7 years ago.
What is the best highlight you've seen so far in your very, very limited and very recent NBA experience? What's the best highlight you've seen? Pick a moment, something that you can remember.
Well, so I've even before recently, I always watched like Shaq bring down the rim,
smashing backboards.
Yeah, that was fun.
Classic Shaq. Yeah.
But other than that, I watched the whole game of like Cavs versus Golden State in 2017.
Yeah, right.
I watched that over like 3 days, just on the second monitor while I was doing whatever on the first one, and that was pretty interesting. Yeah. And that LeBron block where he jumps up and goes,
or he smashed off the backboard to win the game.
That's pretty good.
Game-winning block.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but yeah, there's been some crazy ones. I remember the most recent NBA Finals, the Golden State Toronto game. I can't remember if it was Game 5 or Game 6. I remember I was at work back when I was working at the coffee roastery, and I was in, we called it Factory 32 because it was number 32 on the street, and there was another one that we owned. But you're down there on your own. It's the one that we pack tea, and so I was down there on my own. And I just had like the telecast, not the telecast, just like the radio broadcast of the game playing.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm sitting there packing like tea and like coffee capsules in boxes, just listening to the game all day. It was so, because I was just literally on my own. Like the managers just go, yeah, you're at 32 today, and you just walk down there and you spend the entire day down there by yourself in this massive
Packing
factory,
stuff. Nice.
just putting tea in boxes and putting coffee in boxes.
Sick.
Listen to the game, but it was such a good game. It was such a good game.
Wish I could replicate that.
But yeah, that's one of my like my basketball memories, because like I've never played, but I've always followed it and I've always liked it. But yeah, it's definitely one of my memories that I just sit and
Nice.
just listen. But no, there's been a lot. Actually, what is one of your most prevalent or most favourite sporting memories? Sporting moments?
Undoubtedly. I know the answer to this straight away. I don't even
Sure.
think.
What is
the
yours?
Barcelona game, 2012, Chelsea versus Barcelona at the new camp.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first game because we won 1-0 at home, and it was kind of like retribution for the 2009 game where we should have had 17 penalties.
Yeah.
And then I remember the game was on 7:30 or like 8 o'clock, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was 7:30.
Yeah.
And I was at home watching the channel that the game was going to be broadcast on at 5 o'clock. And Dad's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready."
Waiting for the football.
Bro, I don't know what I had at the time. I think it would have been like a Nintendo or something. But I was playing FIFA on the Nintendo.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for this game. And like I sat there all night, and I remember I was so devastated at first when Terry got sent off. Terry got sent off. Second, when Cahill got injured, and I was like, at that point, I was like, this is the worst moment ever of me being a Chelsea fan. And then like 3 minutes later, when Ramirez, or on the brink of half time, when Ramirez scored the chip, and I was like, oh, we're gonna win the Champions League. That's it. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And then the whole second half was me. Pretty much, I was biting my fingers because I had no nails left. And then Torres scored his, iconic, insane goal. And
What a player.
And at that moment, I was like, we're going to win. I don't care what happens.
Yeah.
We're now going to win.
Yeah, nice.
Not just the game, but I was confident of the Champions League at that point.
Yeah.
So that is undoubtedly my favourite sporting moment.
Favourite sport, nice. That's a good one, actually. That's a very good one.
Off the top of my head, I will never, ever forget that game.
Yeah, right. Nice.
And you?
Mine.
Scoring bangers in Social League, bro.
Yeah, actually, I gotta find. I was going on my computer the other day, and I found this goal that I scored. I gotta show you. It's absolute quality. It's pretty bad quality of actual video, but just real quick, live in the flesh. Watch this banger, Tev.
Nice. All right, let's have a look.
I'll
describe it to you guys.
Back in the day, like.
Oh, he's within 1.5 meters here. I'm not comfortable.
He was hit.
Okay, so can you just rewind that? So Luke is
well behind halfway.
Well in his own half. He's actually behind the 10-meter penalty spot in his own half.
Like, yeah.
And he's just bashed this goal. Oh my lord!
It's not bad, huh?
The ball's like curved from out to in, and he's just put it dead top bins.
It's not. Look, hey, I might put up on the HYT Instagram.
Yeah.
Later, just so you guys can relive it. It's pretty bad quality because it's taken off a camera. But it's quality. It's one of my favourite goals I've ever scored.
That's naughty.
One of my favourite one of my most prevalent sporting memories. I don't know, because I didn't have Foxtel, like, growing up. And that's one of the things you watch to watch like
all the sports,
international sports.
Uh-huh.
I remember sitting there watching the Miami Heat San Antonio Spurs series at my mate's house. Because he had Foxtel, so we watched that one. I remember seeing all those games and seeing Ray Allen hit that crazy 3 to win it. That was nuts. I mean, I didn't really follow basketball much then. I mean, I was a Clippers fan. I still am a Clippers fan. So, Miami Spurs.
I'm Clippers in my 2K career mode.
Are you? Yeah. So Miami Spurs wasn't really a big game like interest wise for me, but it was NBA Finals and it was a game 7, so you can't really top that. Sort of as intense as it gets for basketball. Yeah, big.
This just reiterates to me the value of sport. Like,
oh yeah,
the whole podcast is built on us doing sport.
Yeah, it's built on us doing sport
and not just
loving,
us. There's like
loving
100
sport
other people.
and like. Honestly, what would the world be without sport? It would be boring.
Well, just look outside, bro. What is it?
Boring. I mean, it is boring outside at the moment. Got nothing to do.
But we found something to do.
Yeah, true. We found a way to do sport.
I'm keen for these one-on-one sessions tomorrow. It's gonna be good.
That'll be good.
It's gonna be good. But it is getting late, so I reckon.
And we've also just come full circle. We just brought it back to one-on-ones.
Yeah, cool.
It's pretty good. We just went on a 45-minute tangent and brought it back to our one-on-one sessions.
I reckon it's time for the quiz.
We're pretty good at this now. We've gotten good at this.
We have got good at this. But
Yeah.
also it's just us just talking. If anyone knows us, this is just what we do.
Let's get into the quiz. Last
episode.
Last week, I was Quizmaster.
Thrilling for me.
It was fantastic.
It made me nervous.
Look, it was a good
excited.
quiz. It was a good quiz.
Yeah, I'm annoyed that I worked through it logically and not just
figured out who my favorite player is.
I know, because I should have played the man, not the.
Don't play the game. Play the man, bro.
Play the man, bro. Don't worry. But yeah, so it's 15-10 to you.
15-10.
So I've picked an interesting one this week.
We'll see how we go.
I think it'll be okay. But yeah, I'm not confident of the 3 points for me. So I've actually got 11 clues this week. So if you don't get it by 11-1. 1-1, bro. This episode too. Yeah, episode 11 clues. No, but the last one I'll give it to you if you haven't got it already. It won't count for points. But anyway, are you ready?
Sure. Yep.
So the only way to start off a quiz.
I was born
in 1965.
Okay, so they're 55.
Would they not be 65?
If they're born in
55.
1965.
You nailed it.
Because my dad was born in 64 and he's turning 50. Actually, he turned 56 last Sunday on the 18th.
Yeah, I did message him happy birthday. He replied 10 days later.
Yeah, he's old.
Cool. Clue number 2.
So we got a 55-year-old. Sure.
55. Clue number 2. I have been extensively involved with futsal and football in my career at multiple levels.
Futsal and football in my career at multiple levels.
And number 3, my home is Spain.
Home is Spain. Okay, sure. Sure.
What are you thinking? I need a guess because that's your third one.
For
For 3 points.
I've not a lot to go on because if it's a 55-year-old, so can I get a clarification on a clue? My home is Spain. Does that mean it is Spanish or currently they just live in Spain?
Either one of those. Because both would technically make Spain their home. Like I live in Australia, so Australia would be my home, but also I'd refer to Bulgaria or England as my home.
Yeah. So I'm like, is this thing Spanish in nationality or do they just reside now in Spain?
I'm not going to tell you only on the basis that I think you'll figure it out as I give you more clues. So if you need to, when I get to clue number 10, you still haven't got an idea, I'll tell you.
Okay, sure.
But I think you'll figure it out.
Look, right now, so 55 years old, heavy involvement in football and futsal, home in Spain. What's the wording for the third clue?
My home is Spain.
My home is Spain. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards potentially like a competition rather than a person. But then when you say my home is Spain, I'm completely thrown.
I need to stop looking at you because I know that my face gives the game away when you say stuff.
No. I don't even pay attention to that. I look at, when we record, I look at our audio.
Yeah.
At our audio levels, just to make sure I'm not yelling to this microphone. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I know it's wrong because it's heavy involvement in football and futsal. I'm just gonna say the Futsal World Cup because that's the only thing I can think of right now.
Futsal World Cup.
Which I know it's wrong, but I have no other guess, and I've got to give you a guess.
Clue number 4.
Mm-hmm.
During the Olympics, more than 10% of the athletes there were represented by me. Clue number 5.
Yeah,
Luke's
right.
expression of confusion is amazing.
That one, sure.
Luke.
It's cryptic.
Clue number 5. It's not cryptic. Clue number 5. Mm-hmm. I am the sponsor for the Bulgarian national team.
Okay, so it's a brand or a company.
And
Bulgarian.
if you didn't already figure it out, clue number 6. I'm a top 10 ranked sporting brand.
Top 10 ranked sporting brand. Trying to think, because you don't own like a Bulgarian national team kit, and I've never seen a Bulgarian national team kit. And I'm trying to think who they would go for. And
that was clue number 6.
yeah, so you need to guess. So can you recap the clues quickly? So
All of them? Yep.
Yeah,
So number 1, I was
55.
born in 1965.
Mhm.
Number 2, extensively involved in futsal and football in my career at multiple levels. 3, my home is Spain.
Mhm.
4, during the Olympics in Rio, more than 10% of the athletes there were represented by me. Clue number 5, I am the sponsor for the Bulgarian national team. And clue number 6, I am a top 10 ranked sporting brand. When I chose this, I actually didn't know about the Bulgarian national team bit,
Yeah,
but
right.
obviously I was going to include that.
I'm now leaning on the lines of obviously it's a brand, top 10 sporting brand, but because it's Spanish, it's not Adidas, because I'm pretty sure Adidas is German in...
I'm going to make sure to look the other way so I don't give anything away.
I'm going to go with a educated guess on what we've been looking at currently this week. I'm going to say Joma.
Joma.
I don't know if
Not
Joma
bad.
is Spanish, but we'll go with it. I'm going to say Joma. And 10%. Because I know there is a lot of... Like, Joma do make kits and tracksuits and that sort of stuff. And 10% is a pretty small percentage. So, obviously...
Only at the Olympics, so it's not 10%.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, Nike would have a lot higher than 10%.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
So, like, I'm thinking of like a smaller brand, but it's still significant because it's still top 10. So, Joma for 2 points,
I'll
please.
scroll to the top of my list. Clue number 7.
Mm-hmm.
I have an extensive range of colours and designs.
Yep.
Extensive.
It's sure if it's a brand, obviously.
Clue number 8. I'm prominent amongst the pro scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Clue number 9. I developed a leading shoe technology called the CPC in 1987, used worldwide today.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were leading towards a manufacturer, it would probably be shoes. Clue number 10.
Yep.
I'm also the sponsor of Inter Movistar, who is a major futsal club.
Inter Movistar.
Movistar. Whatever.
Yeah.
Movistar, bro.
Yeah, movie stars.
Movie stars, bro. They are movie stars.
I'm gonna still stick with Joma
Joma.
because I think it is still Joma. I think.
Sure.
Yeah, lock it in for 2 points still.
Clue number 11. Do you want to hear it?
Yep.
If you hear this, though.
What?
Nah.
If I hear this, what?
I was going to say I'll only give it to you if I think you haven't got it. But I'll give it to you. Turbo's 2 pairs with me.
Yeah, Jomas.
Jovis is the answer. Jovis is the brand.
Come on.
And you know what? This is going to get harder and harder because I'm with you all week and I can't find something that I haven't already looked at.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, that was good though. The first bit definitely threw me.
I should have left all the clues to the end. I'm going to start doing that now because I shouldn't have told you it was a top 10 ranked sporting brand.
That didn't give it to me.
What did?
What was
The 10% thing.
that? Yeah, that one. And what was the fourth clue?
That was the 4th clue. 10%. 3rd was Spain.
No,
Sponsor of the Bulgarian
fifth
team.
and sixth.
And I'm a top 10 ranked brand.
What's 5?
Bulgarian team. Bulgarian national team.
Yeah, right.
But if I had given you I developed a leading shoe technology, you'd be like, great, who's that?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go that.
Inter Movistar?
Yeah.
I thought that would get it for you.
Yeah, I knew that. And the pro scheme thing, because
Yeah, so I'm gonna start putting
'cause-
all the easy clues at the end.
well, yeah, that's what I did for my quiz. I put all the ones that I think you're gonna know easier at the end, because that's
I just find 10 clues. It was actually hard finding 10 clues for Joma.
yeah, it's good though.
Not
That
bad.
was good. I
But
did like that one.
the score is
It was
now
creative.
17-10 to you.
Ah, it's not bad.
So 7
That's not
points
bad.
ahead. And now I'm going to have to step up my quiz.
Is that what you're quizzing?
Step up my quizzing. I'm going to find something that is just the most ridiculous outdoor football thing that only I would know. And that's what you're going to have to guess. Until we're equal. And then I'll just find normal ones again.
Yeah, then go back to making it interesting.
Oh,
Nice. No, that was good though. That was good.
Congrats.
But yeah, you're right. The clues at the end, I did get like straight on the clue. But no, good quiz again. Good bit of fun.
Was it as good as the quiz that the Mourinho's prepared for us on the Friday night pub night?
Oh, that was fantastic. What do you call it? At first it was
Full
the
presentation, bro.
At first it was the big quiz,
Yeah.
and then it was the incredible quiz, and then it was the amazing quiz.
Should have called it the big fat quiz of the year.
Yeah, you should have called it the incredible, big, fat, amazing, awesome quiz. Just every single adjective you possibly could to make it sound incredible.
Oh,
It was good though. It was a full PowerPoint presentation. It was what 5 rounds, 10 questions per round.
I like the catchphrase round. That's really good.
Yeah. A bit of logic. I love logic questions. Ones that you like. You look at it and like, yeah, right. One of those.
Do you know what's annoyed me now?
What?
I won't be able to sleep because I know that you got Joma on the second guess. It really frustrates me.
For 2 points. Yeah. Nah, you'll be fine. Just think up the next week's quiz now while you're angry. Put a bit of passion behind it. Bit of fire in your belly.
I need to find something. It's so hard, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. It comes to you when you're in bed. That's a Ronaldinho country. I was lying in bed and I was like, "Nah, my quiz is too easy." I was like, thinking about it. I'm thinking about questions and I'm like thinking about it. It's like Ronaldinho.
Bro,
and then I just started making a quiz.
To be honest though, if I hadn't looked at Joma's shoes this week, would you have got that?
Yeah.
Would you?
Pro scheme thing.
You did laugh at me when I said that.
The pro scheme thing, and there was I can't remember which one I got it on, but there was one.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to step up.
Actually, no. When I pieced together the 10%, the top 10 brands, and the Spanish, and I was like, I don't like Nike's not Spanish, Adidas isn't Spanish, and I'm thinking, what sounds Spanish? And I'm like, Yoma, like Joma. I'm like,
Joma's actually spelled with an X in Spain, so
is it? Mm. Yeah, right.
But
sounds silly.
Good job. I'm gonna have to step it up.
Step it up a notch. But I think that's enough from us on this Saturday evening. Thank you guys very much for tuning in and listening yet again. 11 episodes of Turv and I rambling for almost an hour. You guys are incredible. Thank you for all the support you've been giving us on not only the podcast but also all the videos we've been putting out.
And all the videos you guys have been sending back to us.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun making the content and reviewing all the stuff you've been sending in. So keep it up and we'll keep it coming out for you guys to feast your eyes on. So thank you very much for listening. And as always, how's your touch?
How's your touch?